Now, to be honest, I don't know where to begin with the Sirui Sniper Autofocus lenses because they are that damn good. Now, when Sirui reached out to me to try their new Sniper Autofocus lenses, how could I say no? These new lenses come in 23, 33, and 56 millimeters. They have a very fast aperture at f1.2, and they have the same ED glass as the Sirui Nightwalker Cinema lenses. Now, the autofocus in these lenses for photo do work very well, and we'll talk about it later for video. The autofocus is fast. I nearly missed any shots, and this was when I was shooting at f1.2, and most of the photos you're going to see was from Yumacon. That's why I decided to take the sniper lenses and go test them out. The build quality with these lenses do feel good. They are lightweight, they are compact, they don't feel cheap, and overall I love the aesthetic of the lenses. These lenses have some very interesting bokeh. When I'm shooting wide open, I love it. I love the look, I love the character, and I do love that it's not a clinical clean image. Now, speaking of wide open, like I said, these lenses have a maximum aperture of f1.2. That is extremely fast, and it does let in so much light for low light scenarios. The photos I capture at f1.2 look good, and I mean really good. The bokeh fall off is gorgeous. There's nothing weird happening around the edges of your subject. Shooting at such a shallow depth of field will help draw your audience eyes to your subject. The bokeh look delicious, natural, it's not overdone, and just overall, it just looks good. Now, since f1.2 is such a shallow depth of field, you will have to intentionally place your focus area onto your intended subject. This will lessen your chances of missing focus, and it will help you become more intentional in your shooting. Now let's talk about chromatic aberration. I have a full set of the Viltrox primes, and on those lenses, the chromatic aberration is apparent and very strong. It is so strong at times that I have been debating about switching out my lens set, and I am so happy that Sirui reached out to me because these lenses are good, especially for the price point. While there is still some chromatic aberration on the Sniper series autofocus lenses, it is not as bad as the Viltrox, and actually you can barely see it unless you're shooting directly into a light source, which you are seeing on some of these photos. Outside of 1.2, it is very well controlled, especially if you're shooting at f2.8, f3, f4, and even higher. Now let's talk about video, because the images that these lenses give off are so good. They definitely remind me of the Sirui Nightwalker Cinema lenses, which I have, which I'm shooting on the 24mm right now at f1.2, and I love the look of these lenses. As I mentioned earlier, they probably have the exact same look because they share the same ED glass, so they're pretty much rehoused. Just like the Sirui Nightwalker lenses, they're anamorphic lenses, or like their Saturn anamorphic lenses. Flaring in these lenses are very well controlled. They do not run wild at all. The bokeh in video looks good. I mean really good. It's creamy, it's smooth, and the fall off between the subject and the bokeh or the background is very well done. Now, shooting at f1.2 can lead to focus hunting, and it just can't be helped because f1.2 is such a shallow depth of field. I mean literally, like, the focus plane is very thin, and it's just not the Sniper series fault. I mean, almost any lens at f1.2 will struggle with autofocus. It just can't be helped. Now, outside of f1.2, there is very little hunting that I'm seeing. The color rendition is very nice and the skin tones look very good. And overall, the autofocus works very well. You just have to try it for yourself. Now, as I mentioned, I own nearly a full set of the Viltrox primes. I used them for the last 2 years to shoot all my wedding films. And I am happily able to say that I finally found a replacement. I feel I get better image quality overall, and that's why I'm retiring the Viltrox lenses. Not to mention that they are a little faster at f1.2, and I really prefer to have that option in a low light scenario than not. Now, since the Sniper series have the same image quality as the Nightwalker Cinema lenses, you can use these on the same productions. For something like tracking shots on a gimbal, weddings, or just about anything that autofocus makes sense and you don't have a focus puller. Overall, the Sirui Sniper autofocus lenses are amazing, and for the price to performance ratio, they can't be beat. Now, for a single lens, you're paying $299. For a full set, you'll be paying $849, and that is right now with the early bird special, which you'll find the link below. I myself may even pick up a second set of the Sniper lenses because, like I said earlier, they are really just that damn good.